in front of me. So here I'll click on create. Okay, so now we have these shipping classes. Next, let's go back over here to shipping zones. And we're gonna scroll down and here we have flat rates. Now over here, I'll click on edit. So now we have a default flat shipping rate of $5. However, we need to actually charge more for specific products. So let's say, for example, those shoes on our store, they're gonna cost a little bit more for shipping. I'm gonna put something like, $10 for shipping. Next, we have calculation type. You do want to make sure you have per class selected. This essentially is going to charge this rate for each individual item in the cart. If you put per order, it's just going to put the most expensive shipping class for all of the products in your cart. So I do recommend to put per class, and this will actually make sure that the customer pays the appropriate price for shipping. Here, I'll go ahead and click on save. So now that we've done that, now we need to assign this actual rate to a specific product. So over here, I'll click on Daryl's shoes. Next, I'll click on edit product. All right, so we're gonna scroll down and over here we have shipping. So here we have shipping class. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put heavy. And what this is gonna do now, it's going to assign this specific shipping cost for this specific product. Here I'll click on update. Because I realize many of you, selling something, you probably have a bunch of different items that are a bunch of different sizes. So shipping classes makes it possible where you can assign a shipping rate for each individual item. And later on, we'll run a test transaction where you'll see the flat rate and the shipping class cost being applied. Let's go ahead and scroll up. Now we're gonna skip payments for now. Next, we have account and privacy. Now on your own free time, feel free to check out these options. This is essentially if you want to enable guest checkout. I think that's a terrible idea. And these default options are standard for most e-commerce stores. Next, let's click on emails. Here we have this really annoying pop-up from one of those plugins. So yeah, sometimes plugins do that. Sorry guys, that does happen with WordPress sometimes. Now there's a few things I want to talk about here. So here you'll see recipients, and these are actually going to you. So when you get a new order, this will be sent to your specific email. These orders right here, like processing, on hold, yada, yada, these will be sent to the customers. So over here, I'll click on manage. So here you'll see that these subject and email headings, these are defaults. I do recommend to leave these options default because it just, it's just easier and it just makes sense, right? Now, the problem here is that if we scroll down, this email right here is not able to be customized. However, you can use a free plugin. I made a video about a few years ago and there is a drag and drop builder where you can essentially build these forms from scratch right here. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you really quick. You can actually drag and drop elements onto the actual form right here. So you can actually custom build this however you would like using a free plugin and does not cost you anything whatsoever. So I do recommend to use that plugin and I'll put this video in the video description. It is a really cool plugin and this will allow you to customize all the emails for your store. Next, let's talk about the most important option, payment gateways. Let's click on the payments tab. Now,